literally nothing went wrong. So I really hope all my future shoots are as good as this one, because it was a bloody lovely day. Hello everyone, I'm Ella Violetta. I'm a director, and I'm going to be breaking down the Samwise Towndown video with ABOE. So I've always fucked with Sam heavy. I've always really been inspired by cartoons, especially like Ed, Edd and Eddy, Cow and Chicky and that kind of thing. And I wanted to do a video like inspired by that. So when I heard Towndown, I thought, this is perfect. The treatment's a bit, it's a lot. So I wrote this with like a very cartoon-esque vibe in mind, which Sam fucked with as well. And I was like, cool, let's fucking do it. Okay, so we've got the visual guide for the Towndown video. And as you can see, it's very Ed, Edd and Eddy, Cartoon Network, Tyler the Creator, Busta Rhymes inspired. And I just wanted it to be like as colourful and as crazy as possible. Cinematography, we wanted to go for something super wide, like really using a fisheye. And just to bring out Sam's silly side, I feel like he's a really funny guy, and I thought that this would just be like the perfect time to just kind of mesh our two worlds, because I've got a lot of crazy shit going on up here, so I thought, yeah, let's get that down. This video was quite production design heavy as well. We were shooting in my mate's house and we needed everything to just be super colourful, super cartoony and crazy. Another Hood was actually another one of the big references as well, which is one of my favourite films. And obviously Ali G. The pre-production was pretty chill, it was pretty easy. Like, I just called a couple mates and I was like, yep, cool, got this video, got a little budget, let's go. And it was very much like a bit of a passion project for everyone, because it was summer and we wanted to shoot something that wasn't dark. And just because it's a rap song doesn't mean it needs to be dark and moody and sad. No shade, but we wanted to do something just colourful, wacky, crazy, fisheye. And it actually turned out exactly as I planned, so happy. When it comes to talking with the artist, especially with Sam, because we're kind of mates anyways, it was super easy. Like, he hit me up and he liked my work, and it was I don't want to say it was an organic thing, but it was it just kind of flowed. Like, he knew what he wanted, and he wanted something that was not too serious. Like, he wanted to make a light-hearted, funny video, and so did I. And I sent him the treatment, he was like, yeah, cool, let's do it. There was barely any back and forward. Tweaked a couple things here and there. Like, in the treatment, we actually had a lot more ideas. Like, we had a shower scene, which is not as bad as you think. We had like a couple other scenes that unfortunately the budget just couldn't cover it, but one day we'll get those big budgets, darling, and we'll be able to do everything we want. Production day was actually super, super calm. I think because the crew, we were all mates anyway, so there was no stress, there was no bad vibes. Everyone was having a good day. We had a good lunch. Good lunch on a shoot will make your crew happy and will make your shoot go so much better. The only thing we struggled with was fitting everything into 2 days, because it was a 2-day shoot and we had a tight budget. Oh, the big split. Shout out to my two prop makers, Maya and Tom, for making that giant spliff that actually ended up in Sam's live show. It was like, it came down from the ceiling. It was everything. It was the most random request I've ever put out to someone, but they did such a good job, and it was made of like chicken wire, and the weed at the end of the spliff was made of it was like fake moss, so it was plastic. So on the shoot, everyone was like, oh yeah, we can smoke it, there's weed in there. And I was like, smoke that, you'll probably lose a few brain cells, maybe pass away. You don't want to do that. We had a bit of an issue with our green screen studio, because it was in the middle of nowhere, and the guy who owned it, he was like really messy, so there was like shit everywhere. That's not really an issue, is it? Honestly, no issues. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, no issues. Smooth day, happy director, happy client, happy crew. So, like, a couple fun facts about the video. Like, you know, the house we shot in is the house I live in. Fun. This pillow scene, actually, where his head comes out through the pillow, I decided that as we were shooting, and I spoke to my production designer. I was like, we need to cut a hole in the pillow now. She was like, why? And everyone was confused, and I said, just do it. I know what I'm doing. Just cut a hole in that pillow. Sam, stick your head through that pillow. And then, yeah, it made this really fun shot. The cereal shot was a risky one because I really wanted the transition to be that, like, so the milk was poured onto Sam and I knew that it was gonna fuck up his hair and he was gonna be covered in milk. So we decided to use flour and water mixed together instead because I thought it would be like less stinky than milk. I mean, as you can see, it was not a very pleasant moment. Yeah, that was pretty horrific. The post-production on this was a bit of a headache. It was a lot. The way that I planned to shoot the video was that each scene had its own lyric. So I knew that this shot is going to be with this lyric, this shot's going to be with this lyric. So the edit was pretty simple in terms of cutting it down, but it was more fitting everything into the time frame that we had for the video. The one thing I didn't factor in was transitions because I knew that I wanted a lot of wipes. We had a lot of swish pans that we shot and I just didn't take that into account. That the song is only, I think the song's only about like 2.5 minutes, but I wanted everything to be super quick, super dynamic, like lots and lots of whips, not whips, wipes. Lots of wipes, lots of stuff. So looking at the first whip that we've got, the title was like super dodgy. I was playing around with transitions, so I was thinking, okay, we can just do like a normal slide. But then I didn't like the harsh edge of that, so I thought, okay, we'll make it more of like a swishy wipe, more of a instead. I had to play a lot with timing as well. I had to speed up a lot of clips just because we shot so much and I wanted to fit all of it in. This shot of him in the car, while he was performing, the song changed speeds halfway through so that we could get this like 100% performance to like a double speed performance, which was fun. So that took a couple takes. And there was a lot of, like, while we were shooting, we would play the song at like half speed so that when he was performing in post, he would be performing it like in double speed. So there was a lot of that. So I think that was the most challenging thing in post, is just syncing up the many speed ramps that we did. It was ambitious, but it turned out pretty nice. So the grade for this was a bit of a tricky one. The guy who graded it was Coco, who is actually the DOP. So shouts out to Coco. Obviously without the grade, you can still see it's like super colourful and super wacky, but it honestly changed the whole video. So I really wanted to go for this like Rugrats type kind of crayon drawing looking thing. So my mate that I was working with actually helped me with that, and that took forever, but it was so worth it. The last thing that I put in was all of the animations. So like this milk thing, this little clouds that came up. When he's smoking, we've got like smoke bubbles coming out. And I wasn't going to put them in because I thought they looked a little bit cheesy, but I thought this is cheesy, like this is meant to be a cartoon video, so chuck them in. Oh yeah, the green screening. We found a green studio that had a green treadmill, which was fun. So we got Sam on the treadmill and got him to like perform as he was running. He smokes this massive joint and then he goes to this like really crazy trippy world, like bless him, he's trying his best. So he had to run and perform. The green screening took, I think, about 3 days to complete. I wanted to just have like as much weird shit as possible. So I thought, cool, let me get this like molten flame background. Let's throw a shark in there. Let's throw an astronaut in there, why not? Yeah, the shark eats him at the end, which was not planned. It just kind of happened. And it was a little blessing in disguise. Something that I wish I knew when I started directing is you're gonna have to put a lot of work in for like no money for a while. People are going to be coming to you with £0 budgets, and the best thing to do is just take them, do your best with them, but at the same time really remember your worth, because sooner or later someone with those big budgets is going to see those smaller videos and be like, oh yeah, they know what they're doing, they know how to direct, they know how to make a good piece of work. So keep writing those treatments. Don't give up, because you will get the big jobs eventually. Another thing that I've heard a lot of directors say as well is the best thing you can do as an upcoming director is find an upcoming artist, stick together and like come up together. That's the best way to do things, because they're not going to have money at the beginning and neither are you, and all you're going to do is just help each other grow. Like, it's the best thing to do. And then, you know, when you both start bagging the big jobs, You're gonna be there side by side. And yeah. Don't give up, guys. So guys, that was the video breakdown for Towndown by Sam Wise. Shouts out to ABOE, that I thought was ABO, but it's not, it's ABOE. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Hey.
Oh, I've been calling it ABO for like ages.
It's alright, everyone does that, you know. I don't put the dots there, I don't like the dots in it. Because it's abbreviated, it's a bit of everything.
Okay. ABOE, what does it stand for?
A bit of everything. Crazy. I know, I said it like 3 times today as well.
Okay.